Hello everyone, my name is ABA Pickle. Welcome back to Second Extinction. Today we're not doing any tips and tricks. Today we're just doing concepts on things I'd like to see in the game. If you have things you'd like to see in the game or any cool concepts, leave it down in the comments section below, or you can join my Discord, which there is a link in the description below, and you can come over and talk to me about it. And if it's an idea, you want to flesh it out, I'd be more than willing to help you do that, just as a cool little fun thing. But today, as I said, we're going over concepts of things I want to see in Second Extinction. We're going to start off with a couple of dinosaurs and or variants of dinosaurs that I want to see, go over some biomes, and maybe at the end some weapons. But honestly, weapons are kind of on the lower end of the list. I want to see more biomes, missions, or dinos in the end of the day. So starting off with dinosaurs. So I know that the #1 requested dinosaur on their Discord, I believe, is a Spinosaurus. I could be wrong. And honestly, having a different large class dinosaur like a T-Rex would add a lot of variance to the game, make it feel a little more varied as time goes on. It doesn't feel like the same thing. A T-Rex for me at this point is kind of just a boring fight. So having like something else that would challenge me would be greatly appreciated. So I know that they know that. They are very aware of that. But I'm not going to talk about big dinos too much because honestly, there's a bunch of things you could throw out there. Like I saw an idea for like a Brachiosaurus. You could like have a raid where it was like a Titanosaurus. But mainly the thing I want to do is I want to add variants to like the small type creatures and the medium sized creatures like the flatback and bull and the raptors. Now before you say that, don't roll your eyes. I'm not talking about more raptor variants. I'm sick of them too. The ones that I really want to see though for small creatures would definitely be like Compsognathus would be a really cool one, just having a bunch of them run at you. I feel like it would definitely add a lot more skill to the game because like raptors they do low damage, they don't really hurt, and they're decently easy to shoot once you get the hang of them. Compies would be really small, annoying probably. Having some variants like that would poison you. I don't know. Necrosis compies, imagine that. But maybe those. I forget what their names are, but in the original or the Xbox 360 variation of the game Turok, they had this weird thing. They called it a lurker, which I don't know what the actual dinosaur is called, but it was this really cool, creepy dinosaur. But it basically was a quadruped that would hide on trees in the game and would run at you at an intense speed, knock you over, deal some damage, and run away. I feel like that would be something, because there are a lot of trees in Second Extinction, a lot of walls that they could hide on, and it would just add like another variance to the game, because that's what I feel like the game needs more than anything. Work on bugs and fixes and add more variation. That's all you need. And stuff like the lurker from 2008 Turok would be a great addition to it because it wouldn't be another fucking raptor. But when it comes to the medium-sized creatures, the one I want to see the most of, without a doubt, would definitely have to be the Dimetrodon. If you don't know what a Dimetrodon is, it's basically a quadruped thing, little reptilian thing that has a sail on the back, and it would move through the desert like biomes that it typically resided in and use it to use the sail to harness the power of wind to make it propel itself forward. Super fast on lands, really dangerous. Obviously a lot of dinosaurs were, but when it comes to medium dinosaurs, we have enough tanks. We got the flatback and the bull. Both are tanks. They don't do a ton of damage. Let's have add something that is a huge threat add the Dimetrodon. Have it do really ridiculous damage. Variant idea, Acid Spitter, but instead of like throwing like a glob of acid at you, and it just is like an AoE slight damage thing like the Raptor, you could have it like a stream, like a breath kind of thing. Have it have less or a little bit more health than like just a very little bit more health than an Alpha Raptor, and I feel like it would be like perfect. And I honestly just love the Dimetrodon. It's one of my favorite things ever. Another dino concept would definitely be the Pterodactyl. Just imagine as you're walking through and the map, and you see like a couple pterodactyls sitting on like one of the buildings, and they look at you and they swoop down and start attacking you, just doing waves, kind of like the I call them flying squirrel raptor variants, the flying raptors. And they're big enough to the point where you could make them a medium-sized creature, make them a little tanky, deal decent damage, have good maneuverability. Have it being a flying creature adds more, more height to the game, if that makes sense. Like, you have to keep aware of not just the ground, but also the skies, which I feel like would spice up the gameplay a little bit. I don't really know any good variants for that, though, but I'm sure if you guys have any ideas, you'll put them down in the comments. And the one that I've thought of the most, the one I feel like would be the best addition to the game for medium-sized dinosaurs, would be the Stegosaurus. You could have it flip its tail at you at a distance and hit you with like spikes in it, or like its little what are they called? I can't even remember. Why am I such a dumbass? The spines. Yeah. So you could like have it launch the spines at you, have them like stagger you maybe, or just deal damage. You could have an electric variant where it would throw its spines into the ground and create like an electric fence, kind of like Rosie's electric fence. I feel like that would bring out the most creative and most canon kind of way of how the electric fence kind of came in. Like, you know, they saw the spines, they studied them and used them to create Rosie's fences. I feel like that would be a really good explanation for it, and also would make sense in the world itself that they've already established. Other than that, though, that kind of covers a lot of the dinosaurs that I have. We're gonna quickly just go over a biome idea, which leads me into a variant that I still want to talk about. So the biome that I want is I want a volcanic area. Have one of these mountains be a dormant volcano, have it erupt, and have a fucking flaming T-Rex come out from it. It would be so damn cool to have a T-Rex that fights you and breathes fire, leaves fire where it walks, like a little trail of fire, summons mounds that, or like little hives of dinosaurs, like raptors, that are on fire, and you could have it where the ground burns you as well. Have it a dangerous area. The game is afraid to give too much difficulty to this game, or like give something that's a little challenging to fight. Once you get the hang of the game, this game isn't hard, honestly. So make something like that and make it difficult, please. I want to you know, see something and go, oh shit, I don't know if I can do this. But yeah, so volcanic area, volcanic enemies, flaming T-Rex, please. And when it comes to weapons, I don't really have too many. I mean, we have a lot of, like, a really good variety of weaponry right now. I feel like the only thing I'd like to see is maybe like a flamethrower to add to the mix, or I don't know, like that really kind of covers it. Like, cause they got all the generic weapons. Just add a nice old flamethrower, and I think we're all good to go in my book. But I know there's a lot of things that some people want to see. I'm excited to see what your guys' ideas are. My name's ABA Pickle. This isn't the most official style of video that I've done, and I understand that, you know, sometimes people expect more from my videos, but I hope this was enjoyable. And if you have any concepts of your own, please leave them down in the description below. I'm more than happy to hear them and talk about them. I'm really just looking forward to the next big update for Second Extinction. Hopefully it adds a decent amount of content, adds some good variances and all that good stuff. My name's ABA Pickle. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more Second Extinction, make sure to go check out the playlist that I have provided for all my tips and tricks for any good weapon builds. I've covered every single weapon, every single character. And yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!